reaching the moon to be impossible, Neil Armstrong got to walk on the moon later on. And maybe the perfect ending to our story is what he once said as he took the first steps on the moon.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Thank you.
What I have said is that thank you for the previous group who presented a futuristic presentation, and now we are moving to the next presentation, the last one.
Last but not least, female genital mutilation, FGM, and it will be presented by Ahmed Murtada, Arwa Sharawi, Reem and Nuran.
Test.
Test.
Hello? Test. Suhair al-Batta, a 13-year-old girl from Mansoura. On the 13th of June 2013, she died from severe bleeding during an alleged circumcision procedure. The case was initially dropped, and after a campaign by local rights groups and international organizations, the case was reopened. But unfortunately, on the 2nd of November 2014, the doctor and the victim's father have been declared not guilty.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Arwa Sharawi, and I'm Reem Magdi.
Ahmed Murtada.
Nuran Ashraf.
And today, we take a stand against medicalization of female genital mutilation. First of all, what is FGM? It's a collective name given to traditional practices that involves partial or total removal of the female external genitalia for cultural and other non-cultural reasons. So how did this all start? The history of FGM is not well known, but it dates back at least 2,000 years, where it was practiced in ancient Egypt. Many believe it started in the primitive communities that wished to establish control over the female sexual behavior, as Africa, for example, where it was spread through merchants moving across the continent.
So, what are the types of FGM? We have 3 known types. Type 1 include removal of the clitoris in a process called clitoridectomy. Type 2 include removal of the clitoris and labia minora, and those accounts for 80% of the procedures done in Africa. Type 3 include partial or complete excision of external genitalia in a process called infibulation. The remaining part of the labia are sewed together, leaving a small hole for urine and menstrual flow.
More than 125 million women and girls have been cut in the 28 countries in Africa and the Middle East where FGM is concentrated. An average of 6,000 girls per day are at risk. Now, according to the UNICEF, not only Egypt is one of the high prevalent countries, but it ranks #1 across the world for the FGM prevalence.
The main problem we have with this procedure now is the shift towards its medicalization. According to UNICEF, 72% of all FGMC cases were performed by doctors. So what are its complications? During the procedure itself, due to hemorrhage or septic tools use, a girl's life may be threatened. Physicians or dayas perform this procedure without anesthesia at an age where the girl is old enough to remember the horrific details of this day. Hemorrhage, shock, chronic pain, menstrual problems, painful sexual intercourse, and recurrent UTIs. These are major side effects of this procedure. From that day on, the psychological trauma caused by this procedure will haunt her every day. Needless to say, the humiliation a girl feels when she realizes she's been cut because she's not trusted to have control over her own body.
So how we fought this? In 2007, the issue gained momentum by the tragic death of Budur Shakir, 12 years old girl, who died in this procedure in a private clinic in Minya. In 2007, a couple of ministerial decrees have been declared banning everyone, including healthcare professions, from doing this procedure in governmental and non-governmental hospitals and clinics. Grand Mufti Ali Goma issued a fatwa condemning FGM&C, saying that it has no basis in the core Islamic Sharia or one of its previous provisions. In 2008, the Egyptian Parliament agreed to criminalize FGM&C in the Penal Code.
International efforts to stop FGM have started since 1997 through research within the communities and revised legal frameworks. However, trials to stop FGM have started as early as the 1900s. Hulda, an American Christian missionary, banned FGM in the house that she was governing. However, she was later genitally mutilated and murdered in her own bed in that same house. The WHO did not start taking action until only recently, as it considered FGM to be a cultural problem and not a medical one. However, from 2008 through 2012, there were general assemblies to eliminate FGM across the world, until in 2013, it was finally decreed illegal. Among the international responses are the anti-FGM organizations, Campaign Against Genital Mutilation, of which Egypt is a part, 28 Too Many, which comprises the 28 countries in the Middle East and Africa where FGM is most concentrated, Stop FGM, the UN organization, the Desert Flower Foundation, founded by Waris Deary, an ex-supermodel who was herself genitally mutilated when she was a child, and Have the Sky movement, which is concerned about oppression of women worldwide and FGM in particular. So imagine this. You're sitting at your clinic, and in the middle of the day, a couple show up, bringing their 10-year-old daughter with them, and ask you to circumcise her. What would you do?
Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Reem.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Look, doctor, my daughter Badriya is so beautiful. She's 10 years old and she's becoming a woman. She needs to get circumcised.
But why do you want to do that?
It's our tradition. A girl must be circumcised and stitched. Her older sister Saadiya had infection after they had performed it. Now we want you to do it.
Not every tradition we inherited from our ancestors makes it right. Just because a harmful practice has long existed does not justify its continuation.
Wait. Last Jumu'ah prayer, the Imam said, men should consider such human who are not cut as unbelievers. They must be cut and stitched to Islamize them.
There's not a single verse in Quran, Bible, or Torah that states a female should be circumcised. Only male circumcision is a ritual agreed upon by all faith. Plus, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, did not perform circumcision to any of his daughters.
I will circumcise Badriya. I want her to be beautiful and clean. This is good for her and the man who will marry her. The parts removed are male parts anyway.
Women who are circumcised are calm and have self-restraint. Uncircumcised girl will start chasing men because of her uncontrollable urge. But circumcised girl will not go for another man, and because of this, her husband will trust her.
Now that's a very wrong belief, that the female arousal originates at the external genitalia. In fact, it starts in the brain at the limbic system.
Limby? What limby system?
Much like hunger, for example. The feeling takes over you, and then you start chasing food. So removing that part could not control her thoughts. You might have to remove that part of her brain instead.
What? Ya Lahwi?
The only way is to raise her up well, and I'm sure you did.
But doctor, my niece who lives in Cairo, she's not circumcised, had a very difficult delivery. And her baby is very stupid because his head touches the clitoris during delivery.
The reason her baby has some learning disabilities has nothing to do with her being uncircumcised. Does she have other kids?
Yeah,
And are they normal?
maybe you're right.
Sophia, get Badriya and go outside.
All right, Sisi Mahmoud.
Doctor, you know, she has to be circumcised to make her husband happy.
What do you mean by happy?
You know, he becomes satisfied.
Okay, I understand, mister.
Mister.
This is the worst belief of all, is that بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ومن آياته أن خلق لكم من أنفسكم أزواجا لتسكنوا إليها وجعل بينكم مودة ورحمة إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يتفكرون صدق الله العظيم. A circumcised female feels pain or technically feels nothing during that act. The pain and the fear she feels could paralyze the whole sexual life, and an inevitable consequence to that is a miserable marriage that might affect the kids and may even lead to a divorce. Most people won't say why, but the direct reason is that mawadda and rahma mentioned in the holy verse are no longer present. Now, do you want that to your daughter, mister?
No, doctor. I want her to have a happy marriage. I think you are right. Sophia! No circumcision for Badriya.
Happy? Happy?
So this is the only right approach. Give those parents your time. Let them ask and answer them. Educate them. Most of those parents are under so much pressure from their local communities and their families, and most of them do not understand the catastrophic events that follow such heinous acts.
Today, we're trying to set a goal.
The goal is that education about FGM starts in the classrooms.
We, doctors-to-be,
Mothers-to-be,
Fathers to be.
should all be well informed.
that is where the idea of integrating it as part of fifth-year students' house officers training programs, as part of our awareness campaign starts.
The whole program is targeting patients at the outpatient clinics. This is our goal on a small scale in our faculty and medical faculties across Egypt.
A whole generation of well-educated young physicians ready to take a stand against FGM. Not because there is a law against it, but because they believe these girls should be given a life they deserve.
We, physicians, can easily give it up to international organizations to solve this problem. But being at the top of hierarchy of health decision makers, people will come to us to escape the social pressure they have regarding this aspect.
And it's our duty to help them, raise their awareness, say no to medicalization of FGM. There is an oath we all swore in front of God, and we have to keep it, even if it's only one girl's life saved.
Most females subjected to FGM come from lower social classes. They already suffer poverty, illiteracy, and some serious medical conditions. So let's not add one more burden to their lives and may even try to ease their pain a little bit. Let's give those future moms a chance for a better life. Thank you.
دكتور أحمد ممكن بس نقول كلمتين بس كلمتين في الآخر دقيقة. No.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
We started rehearsing for this day Hello? We started rehearsing for this day on the 6th of December.
What a journey it's been.
Every Saturday, all those unique personalities would meet up in one room.
The artist,
The actor,
the actress,
the one with the great presentation skills,
the one with all the statistics,
the video maker,
the life of the party, even the shy and reserved one.
all collaborating to come up with something entertaining,
Something creative.
something with a message.
We had the time of our life, giving each other constructive criticism,
Laughing at each other's goofiness.
inspiring each other, almost forgetting we were competing against each other.
We were family. All this under the mentoring of our greatest motivator, the one who takes care of everyone and everything around her, Dr. Nadine Alaa. Thank you for your tireless efforts and your patience in such a stressful world.
Thank you, Dr. Ahmed Abu Nasr, for giving us this opportunity and for allowing the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology to feel more like home than a workplace. We hope the fusion of art and science would have added value to this prestigious conference. Thank you.
الحقيقة أنا مش هضيف حاجة على زملائي الشبان قوي، لكن هو فعلا البرزنتيشنز النهاردة هي نتاج سنة كاملة من التدريب. احنا لما ابتدينا قدمنا مشروع التريننج بروجرام في قسم أمراض النساء والتوليد، لما أنا شرفت برئاسة القسم من حوالي 2.5 سنين، عملنا بروجرام إن إزاي اللي يجي عندنا يتعلم ينبسط، ودي أهم حاجة، لأن الانبساط في العمل ودي حاجة مهمة جدا. وأيضا المجهود اللي عملوه دكتورة نادين، مجموعات المدرسين اللي تعاقبوا معانا، وده حاجة الحقيقة يعني النهاردة ده كاميوليتيف افكت لجهد 2.5 سنين. وأهم من كده أن أعتقد ده بليجر بيجي من ان الواحد يمشي الطريق، مش انه يوصل في النهايه فقط، لا البليجر بتيجي during the road، اللي هي زي ما قالت زميلتنا الشابه، قالت ان قعدنا نعمل ترايلز وقعدنا نجتمع وقعدنا نريهرس وقعدنا نجتمع. اعتقد الوقت ده كان ممتع جدا، يعني انا شايف وجوه مبتسمه، وجوه سعيده، وده حاجه جميله. ويعني اللي أنا عاوز أضيفه آخر حاجة إن أنا I am very proud of my junior colleagues اللي شايفهم النهاردة في 10 presentations، و I am proud of the other 26 presentations اللي ما صادفهمش الحظ النهاردة إن يتواجدوا معانا. و I am sure in every one of our junior colleagues will have a wonderful future. Thank you very much. طبعا قبل ما بختم أنا بشكر الدكتور حسين خيري تواجده، بشكر جدا الدكتور طارق أنيس لتواجده معانا. الحقيقة الدكتور طارق أنيس ادانا من وقته امبارح وتواجد معانا في الافتتاح، وهو اللي نفسه كان يحضر معانا، يعني هو ما انتظرش يمكن دعوه مباشره، قال لي انا نفسي احضر مع البرزنتيشنز دي. وايضا برحب بالدكتوره هاله صلاح لانها وكيل الكليه لشؤون الطلاب، برحب بكل الحاضرين، وانا شايف وجوه من الكبار من زملائي الاساتذه، اولهم طبعا الدكتور عبد المجيد رمزي اللي مشرفني النهارده، الدكتور احمد هشام، الدكتور هاني الديدي، وجوه الدكتور محمد زايد، وجوه لاساتذه من اعمده قسم امراض النساء متواجدين وحبوا يحضروا معانا النهارده. وطبعا الدكتور محمد ايهاب، ووجوه من الجامعات الاخرى، الدكتوره داليا. يعني الحقيقه ومن اليانج جينيريشن، من المدرسين واساتذه مساعدين. فالحقيقه انا راهنت على الجلسه دي من السنه اللي فاتت، وكانت من انجح جلسات المؤتمر، و اور يعني جونيور كوليجز ما خيبوش ظني للمره الثانيه على التوالي، وان شاء الله نشوفكم السنه الجايه. شكرا جزيلا. احنا كالمعتاد بنعمل صوره جماعيه لكل شباب الاطباء يتقدموا هنا. هناخد صوره جماعيه، ومعانا طبعا وكيل الكليه والدكتور حسين بيه والدكتوره هاله صلاح وكل اساتذتنا يجوا يتقدموا معانا. دكتورة هالة صلاح.